Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome to Davies Live Network.
Welcome. Got a great game today, huh?
Some would say very great, very great, very good.
Very grand. So, John, what's your thoughts for this game?
Thoughts. All right. I'm seeing a Davies win. Yep, I'm seeing a Davies win.
Personally, I agree. Actually, I like that idea. I think Davies has the firepower. They got the size, potentially. They got the heart. And I'm pretty excited to watch this game today. I got Holden Whitty and Reed Vining as the captains for Davies for today. It's going to be interesting. Ooh, starting on the 35-yard line. Pretty good return. Correction, 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for Cheyenne to start the game. All right. 1st and 10 for Cheyenne. It's going to be a pass right away to number 88. Don't have a roster, unfortunately, once again, so we're just going to be talking numbers basically the whole game.
Classic, very much classic right there.
2nd and 5 now. Cheyenne. Honestly, I kind of expect a screen here. I kind of like that idea. And it's not. It's a run to the right, number 11. Tackled for a 3-yard loss. Nice job.
He got stuck.
That's crazy.
Crazy? Huh. That's crazy.
3rd and, I believe, 8 for Cheyenne. Obviously, you kind of expect pass here, but at the same time, Cheyenne could go for it on 4th down here, so honestly would not be shocked if they maybe try some sort of run or some sort of screen. It's a pass. Gonna let it rip deep to number 88. Nothing going. That's a big receiver right there, folks.
Huge.
Holy. Like he towers over everybody.
Surprising no varsity start on him, honestly.
That was already his 2nd target of the game. He has 1 catch for 5. It's going to be 4th and 8. Looks like Cheyenne is going to potentially go for it.
Built like a tower, so I'd honestly see them targeting him more often.
It's going to be a pass again for Cheyenne. Number 13 rolling out and letting it rip deep. Very impressive catch for Cheyenne. Wow, what a throw as well. That was impressive. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Cheyenne. All the way. A little bit of confusion here. Potentially a flag in the play. Okay, yeah, there was a flag. It was declined. 36-yard line, Cheyenne. Honestly, looks like Davies is going to bring the pressure here, and they do. And it's stuffed right away in the backfield, that run. Lost for about 2 or 3 yards right there.
2 or 3 yards, they say.
2nd and 12 now. Looks like Davies is going to bring the pressure here, and they do. And it's stuffed right away. 2nd and 12 now. It's going to be a quarterback run up the middle. And it's honestly stopped right away again. Only a gain of about 2.
Beautiful defense right there. Beautiful.
going to be 3rd and 12 now for Cheyenne. You got to expect pass here, right? Third and 12. Once again, no scoreboard, so we're going to give you guys live updates of the score and the quarter and the time. Currently 0-0. Start of the game, basically. First drive. It's going to be a screen, and it is thrown way over the helmet of number 17. Now it's going to be 4th and 12, and not exactly sure what's going to go on here. Quarterback is walking off the field. No, he's not. He's just getting a play call.
He was just a little confused, a little kerfluffled.
4th and 12 now for Cheyenne. Obviously going to be a pass. Not really sure how you run the ball and gain 12 yards and 4th down. I mean, you could. Very, very risky.
Personally, just go for it.
Pass again. Tries to scramble, running now, and he's tackled for a gain of about 3, and it's going to be Davies football. Looks like Peyton Persons is going to start for Davies today. New quarterback in there. Very surprising.
Choice, considering how well Xavier Muse has been doing for Davies.
1st and 10 now for Davies. It's going to be run to the left, 2-yard gain. Little jet play right there.
See, the real question is, are they actually Jets?
Second and 8. It's going to be a confusion a little bit between the quarterback and the running back, but it, still works. 3-yard gain.
As long as you're getting yards, that's really all you can ask for.
Third and 5 now. You kind of have to expect pass. Potentially a run, though. I mean, you could go for it here. Could go for it.
I'd like to see a pass, see what Persons is kind of doing here, especially in this first quarter. See why he's starting.
It's going to be a quarterback run up the middle. Not exactly sure what happened there. Not great blocking. Persons just kind of hesitated in the backfield a little bit too long. He didn't try to get those yards right away. That's going to bring 4th and 5 now. Not exactly sure what Davies is going to decide to do here.
A little bit of a tough spot, honestly.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Kind of
Persons
bold.
is still out there. Fourth and 5. Once again, eggs are still on the board, 0-0. Basically the start of the game still, folks.
A little bit of those double donuts.
It's going to be a pass. A screen. Or not a screen, a slant, correction. And that is dropped incomplete. Kind of thrown in tight coverage there. Unable to bring it down. It's going to be now 1st and 10 for Cheyenne. I like the quarterback for Cheyenne. Starting out that drive the last drive, it was like, a 4th and 8. Let it rip down the field. Completed a 20-yard beautiful throw. Just beautiful pass.
It was a really good play, I will say, for sure. Yeah, I can hear you a little bit, but
First and 10. It's going to be a run. Rolling out to the right. Stuff in the backfield. These runs have been absolutely shut down so far.
Yeah, nothing's getting past that Davies defense right there. Really beautiful stops.
Yeah, 2nd and 14 now. I would honestly expect potentially just a throw, trying to just open up this defense a little bit. Plus, it's 2nd and 14 already. I mean, you want to get those yards back as soon as possible. Make it more of a 3rd manageable. And it is a pass. Got a guy wide open in the flat. Gain of about 8 yards. Number 87.
Coverage could have been a little better there. The guy was
There must have been
open.
It must have been some sort of zone coverage that got a little confused. A little confusion between the players. Left a wide open man. 3rd and 4 now. Run to the right. It's got a little space. Looks like it's going to be stopped short, though. 4th down. It's now 4th and 3. Two receivers to the bottom of the field.
Looks like we had a little game of push and shove.
The corner must have went a little early there. Surprising. Now, Sheyenne gets a free 1st down. Something you can't do, can't afford.
Penalties have not been in favor of Davies, whether that be varsity or JV. Both have been riddled in all their games so far.
It's the start of the year, you know. You kind of expect that, and just got to get better, obviously, throughout the year. 1st and 10 now, Sheyenne. Running out to the right. Once again, stopped really, really quickly.
I think we need to see some QB power starting here.
Yeah, QB powers tend to work in JV, as we seen last week. 2nd and 10 now for Sheyenne. I'm just liking this pass game for Sheyenne. I think they should just keep throwing until it gets stopped. Fake screen. Quarterback scrambling to the right. He's just going to take his yards. Smart play. A little bit of a late hit out of bounds, but they did not call it. It's now going to be, what, 3rd and 7?
Right there. Perfect place for QB power. Just saying.
Now these safeties have to protect the behind them. I could see some sort of shot over the top of them. It's 3rd and 8. They can go for it on 4th down. This is your time to take a shot potentially here. They're not QB power, like John called, did not work.
Ooh. Surprising, honestly.
4th and 8 now. Potentially 4th and 9. Looking at the spot. Nope, 4th and 8. Sheyenne basically forced to throw here.
Interesting to see what they'll be able to pull out.
3 receivers to that bottom side again. That's pretty common to start the game, and it's a pass. Hit as he throws the football, and it's going to be incomplete.
Now, the defense has just been going to town for Davies today. Love to see it, getting in the backfield, roughing up that quarterback.
It's just a great job, just keeping your eyes up and seeing when that quarterback's just about to throw the ball, get your hand in the way, stop that pass. 1st and 10 Davies now, 2nd drive of the game.
Would it have been an interception opportunity too as well, you know? Hit it in the right spot, go up, just grab that.
Not exactly sure what Davies should do here, just to, you know, open up this game a little bit. Maybe take a shot, or maybe just try to stick to the run game and see if something happens. It's going to be a jet right. Cuts up the middle. Great run to start the drive. It's going to be a gain about 6 yards. 2nd and 4 now for Davies. Once again, Peyton Person still at quarterback. Kind of a shocker.
Very much a shocker, especially as we've seen on how well Xavier Muse did for them last week.
Potentially an injury, or they're just rotating quarterbacks. Because it's JV. These games, you know, aren't as serious, so I think they might just be trying to, you know, see what they have in every quarterback. It's going to be a jet left now, just running the same thing, just switching sides. Great run. It's working. 1st down now for Davies.
Looks like Davies sending out some new players here.
Yeah, they just keep rotating these receivers, keeping them fresh. I like the idea. Maybe take a shot. These corners are going to be a little bit more gas than these receivers. Peyton Persons does have an arm, though, I've seen in camp. On A. It's going to be on 2 here. False start.
Ooh.
Offensive line didn't quite notice.
Offensive line did not pick up on 2.
Now 1st and 15. Kind of unfortunate. The momentum is a little bit stagnant now. Davies had some momentum there. 2 good plays in a row, and now it's 1st and 15, and you're kind of backed up. It's going to be quarterback power to the right. Cuts up the field. Possibly gets about 5 yards.
Not a bad start from either team, I will say. Both kind of showing what they're shining at.
2nd and 10 now. Read option.
Ooh.
Stuffed behind the line of scrimmage pretty much right away. Tons of Cheyenne players in the backfield. Didn't quite see it. Potentially a blitz there. Just wasn't quite picked up properly. That read option, you know, maybe should have handed that ball off.
That is what some people call a lapse in coverage.
All right, 3rd and about 16. Around there.
Maybe this is time for him to show that great arm that he got.
Yeah, you get it in, you know, 4th and 5, you know, roughly around there. You're going to go for it. And he's going to let it rip. Not the greatest throw ever. Kind of underthrew him a little bit.
It's the effort that counts, though.
Yeah. All right, Davies now going to punt. First punt of the game on the 4th drive. Kind of surprising.
Almost the whole first quarter, pretty much, without a punt. 22 seconds left.
Seems to be a pretty good matchup.
Yeah,
both teams are pretty evenly matched. Good punt for JV. 13's just going to let it go over his head, and I'm not exactly sure why. Gone all the way to the 16-yard line. Incredible punt for a JV player. Normally you don't really see that.
Jeez, better than some of those varsity punts that we saw. But yet again, very windy that day.
Now going to be 1st and 10 Cheyenne. Still eggs on the board. 0-0.
Be interesting who will be able to kind of push themselves forward and get a score here.
Yeah, just about the end of the first quarter. going to be a run up the middle. Stopped right away again. Just consistently stopping those inside runs.
Surprising amount of runs, though, even though considering they haven't really been working.
They haven't been successful, yeah.
Kind of just keep going at it.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Just like that.
All right, 2nd and 12 now to start the second quarter for Cheyenne. Still no scoring yet. Got 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 on the top.
It'll be interesting to see if Cheyenne will be able to pull off any score, honestly, of how far back they are and how well our defense has been doing. It'll be interesting. Maybe if our defense keeps playing like this, they'll be able to keep them in the backfield, have set up their offense, good field position.
Yeah, 2nd and 12 now. Just taking their sweet time.
Little Campfire Chronicles is going on there.
It's going to be a pass out to the left to the running back. Flag on the play. Good run.
See what that flag does for him.
About a 15, 18-yard run. There's a flag on the play, and it looks like it's going to be moved back. Blocking the back in the offense. Tough for Cheyenne.
For them, that sucks. That was a great run. Great way to honestly open up that second quarter, just taking back.
Yeah, I mean, great run because of a block in the back. I mean, it wouldn't have happened if that, the block in the back happened. Potentially. Potentially. Now, instead, it's going to be about 2nd and 17. Not the greatest look. Actually, 2nd and about 20, correction. Second and 20, Cheyenne. Potentially a blitz off the left side, and it is Carter to Wald. Doesn't quite get there. Nice tackle on the quarterback after the scramble of about 10 yards.
Gets it to a little bit more manageable for them. Not as far away for this 3rd down, but I'd like to see a pass, a good pass here.
3rd and 10. I have a hard time believing they're going to go for it on 4th down if they don't get these 10 yards. Just a little too close for comfort. They got to protect their end zone. All right, 3 receivers to the bottom. Got to expect a pass here. Shocker. Letting it rip. Right side's got a man. Good coverage by 33. Not exactly sure who that is because I do not have a roster in front of me. Wish we had rosters for JV games. 4th and 10, Cheyenne to punt.
Don't think
Colton
we ever
Test to
will,
return.
sadly.
Wonder if this guy's got a little bit of a leg to him. If he can boot a little farther than this Davies guy, it's a little competition here because there hasn't been many scoring opportunities. Oh, the punt was blocked. Beautiful. Not exactly sure what just happened.
Davies very hesitant, like they're playing hot potato with the ball there, not wanting to grab it and secure themselves some good field position.
Yeah, the coaches were yelling, "Get away." I'm not too familiar with the rules after a blocked punt in high school football. Normally, you just pick it up and run to the end zone. Not exactly sure. 1st and 10, though, for Davies, regardless, after the block punt. Little momentum, though, for Davies.
A lot of momentum, honestly. Set up with the best field position yet for the game. Let's just hope they can capitalize on it.
Little jet to the left. Good blocking, but the one guy that was not blocked properly stopped him. Couldn't quite break that tackle.
And that just shows you the whole unit right there when it comes to blocking. Got to have every person on their guy. Otherwise, it just doesn't quite work out.
Second and a boot 9.
A boot 9?
Not exactly sure what Davies should do here. It's going to be quarterback run to the right. Peyton Person's kind of hesitating in the backfield a little bit again. I think he's just kind of got to pick a hole and go. Not exactly. I feel like he'd get a little more yards because after that it's a gain of 3. Now it's 3rd and 7.
I'd say that's definitely would be the one critique I'd have on Persons is just that hesitation. Just has to be a little bit quicker in his decision making.
Because he could have had maybe a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5 compared to a 3rd and 7, and every yard you can get matters. 3rd and 7 potentially. Maybe take a deep shot here. Nope. Run right up the middle. Breaking multiple tackles for the 1st down. Impressive run.
Yeah, no, Davies hasn't seemed to be struggling on runs today. Is one thing I would say.
1st and 10 now for Davies.
I'd say both teams are at this flip position right now. Davies has a solid run game, but not really a developed passing. Cheyenne's kind of the opposite.
I think Davies just needs to attempt more passes. I feel like it takes a little bit of time to kind of get used to the game and, get warmed up fully. But, the run game's working, so just, keep sticking to it. 1st and 10 in the red zone now. Quarterback run to the right. Potentially a horse collar or holding. Not exactly sure what the ref called there.
Hard to see from all the way up here.
Almost holding on the offense. Not a great look.
Again, just
momentum killer.
Davies and there's penalty is just really tough right now.
Playing undisciplined.
I think there needs to be a little bit of practice work that goes on after today's game. Both varsity and JV kind of have to work on that together.
1st and 20 now. Davies gonna have to throw the football here eventually. Still no Xavier Muse sighting on the field. I wonder if he's going to get, maybe he's going to play the whole second half. I'm not exactly sure how they plan on splitting it up. Read option. Looks like Persons tried to keep the football there instead of pitching it. Warmeyer is not happy about that. Shocker.
Doesn't sound like he's singing a delightful tune.
Yep. Man, I wouldn't be either. Your job right there is the quarterback. The read man goes toward the quarterback. You got to pitch that football. 2nd and 21 now.
I think it just comes down to that hesitation again.
Yep. He's just a sophomore. Takes time. Kind of spread out here. It's going to be a pass. Persons throws it to Colton Tesh. Not a great throw. Incomplete.
That's just tough for Davies right there, honestly. If it wasn't for that penalty, I think they maybe could have converted, maybe could have got something out of
I think
this.
they might be in the end zone right now if they didn't have that holding. Third and 21, basically forced to throw the ball here. Same formation as last. It's going to be another pass, of course. Screen up the middle of the running back. Not a bad play call. Unfortunately, there was just a guy there. That did not get blocked. Now it's going to be fourth and about 16.
Personally,
15.
tiny chipper punt.
A tiny chipper punt. Do not think they're going to be going to that. Fourth and 15 for Davies, 0-0, second quarter.
I'd love to see Davies lock in something here just to set, obviously, them back a little bit further. That way they aren't giving Cheyenne
3 receivers to the
field
right.
position.
Oh, bad snap. Should have rolled out to the right there for Persons. It's not going to be first and 10 for Cheyenne. First and 10 Cheyenne now. Still 0-0. Kind of a surprise.
Very much a surprise, especially how far it is in the game. 7:14 left.
Run up the middle for Cheyenne. Good run. 10-yard gain. And they're signaling first down.
You know, I think Cheyenne's finally starting to get their feeding, starting to cook a little bit.
New quarterback in there, number 7. No idea who it is because I don't have a roster.
Levi, you don't have a roster?
First and 10 now for Cheyenne once again. Got that tall receiver on the bottom. I mean, maybe take a shot to him. No, it's going to be a quarterback run to the left. Kind of cutting it up the middle. Gain of about 2 or 3 yards right there.
Personally, I would have loved to see them use the giant that they have out there, number 88. Absolutely huge.
Second and 7. I do like the idea of a shot to that tall tight end type body. I mean, we don't have the biggest corners, Davies. So, I mean, give him a chance. 2 receivers to the bottom. It's going to be a pass. Throwing it to that tight end. Good play, getting about 4 or 5 yards.
It's the little things that count here right now.
It's going to be like 3rd and 3 now. This is potentially the play that you take that shot. Because you're going to go for it on 4th down. I mean, you might as well, let one fly.
Honestly, let one fly, 88, easily be able to overpower anyone.
Play action pass. Up the middle. Attempted to number 17. Kind of threw it behind him. Right to, I believe, Colton Tesh. And luckily falls incomplete. Could have been intercepted. 4th and 3.
I know Davies definitely could use an interception right now. Try to get that offense back on the field.
Now 4th and 3. What do you do here, John?
I think if how runs have been, it's a little shaky if you do a run or not. I see like maybe just a small little quick dump off. That's what I kind of see going right now.
Okay. Well, it's a pass. Rolling out to the right. Looks like he's going to scramble for it. Trying to cut back, and he's going to get the first down. Smart play by the quarterback.
Very smart there.
Not sure what the confusion is by the refs. They marked it short. That is probably one of, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, be rude here, but that might have been one of the worst spottings I've ever seen in my life. I mean,
yeah, from our angle, he was pretty much clearly
he
over.
was close to a yard past. The refs are talking it over. They might change the spot here. Nope. Still getting it first down, Davies. Yeah, folks, that was not a first. That was a first down. I mean, you guys can watch it on the YouTube to, you know, re-clarify. But from our angle, I think he was half a yard past that yard marker. I think the refs might have been hemming and hawing right there. A little bit of confusion.
A little bit of ref gate.
1st and 10 for Davies. Peyton Persons still at quarterback. Snap over the head.
Another bad snap.
Persons very lazy with it. Not exactly sure what he's doing. Cheyenne football. They deserve the football right now, but still, Peyton Persons, you have to hurry up.
Yeah, Peyton Persons should have got on that ball right away.
You know, I like the idea that he was trying to stay calm in the situation, but you got to make sure you get the football because that gave time for the Cheyenne guy to get there. He takes that football, and coach is not going to be happy.
Well, I think Cheyenne, you know, got a little mad, you know, about that spot, and they just returned that energy right back and said, we don't need no refs to help us out here.
Yeah, I think the football gods definitely knew what happened and knew that Cheyenne deserved the football, and they got him the football. 3 receivers to the short side of the field, kind of surprising. Rolling out to the right. He's going to let it rip. Touchdown. See, that guy's, you just got to toss it up to that tall receiver / tight end. I mean, this guy's not the fastest in the world, but he's got that size, and he can be physical at the point of the football.
Oh, he is huge, for sure. Easily able to get over any heads.
Beautiful football.
We'll
Beautiful
say, yeah,
throw.
that was a great throw, too, by the quarterback. And it seems that now we have finally broke our dry spell with Cheyenne pulling out that tutty.
Cheyenne first to draw blood here. 6-0. The 2-point conversion is incoming here. 6:28 left in the second quarter. Both teams still have 3 timeouts left. It's going to be a pass. Thrown to the tight end, and Colton Tesh is not letting that happen.
Absolute slap down.
6-0 Cheyenne. 6:28 left in the second quarter. Now we have an interesting game. Davies is forced to respond. Have to respond now.
Looks like we are getting some water here, folks.
Due to the heat, I believe the refs are requiring a water break.
It is very hot here. It's hot all over right now, honestly. Would love an air-conditioned booth at this moment.
AC would be nice, but it's a JV game, so we don't have all the luxuries currently. That water break is hopefully, hopefully giving Davies an opportunity to just kind of regather himself.
Recoup.
All right, after that glorious, glorious water break, we got Sheyenne kicking off to Davies.
Sorry for any camera troubles, you know, doing double duty again.
Double duty for JV games. Once again, we do not have many luxuries. And he gave it a boot, folks. A little bit of a muffed reception there. Guy was running people over, though. That ref absolutely launched that flag. He chucked that flag. He should be playing quarterback in the NFL right now. Like, that was an impressive throw.
He was just mad.
Block in the back. I think the refs personally just got to let him play some football. Have some fun
with
with it.
Penalties, honestly.
Have some fun. It's now 1st and 10 for Davies after the flag. Peyton Person still at quarterback. It's going to be a run to the right. Not a lot going. Actually, correction. He kind of looks like he must have fell forward. Gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Pretty impressive. Didn't really look like there was much there, but he must have kept his legs churning and churning and churning.
That's exactly
Impressive.
what you want to see. Don't want to get those little baby feet. Need to have those strong, powerful pushes.
It's going to be a run to the left here. Not a bad run, though. Hey, do that again. That's a first down. Just keep getting those 3-4 yard gains. 3rd and 2 now.
Yeah, as long as they keep chipping away at the yardage, they could get themselves down there.
Oh, yeah. Just drain this clock out. Hopefully score with no time left. Ideally. Maybe get that 2-point conversion. Be up at halftime. That would be the ideal scenario. Now 3rd and 2. Run to the left. Good block by Carter DeWald. This running back does not give up. Great job keeping those legs moving. Beautiful run. First down, Davies.
Beautiful run, good blocks. That's what you like to see. Davies finally being able to get themselves down there with a big play.
First and 10. Six to 0 Sheyenne. It's going to be run to the left. Aiden Mastel stuffed in the backfield. Looks like maybe Reed Vining kind of gave up in his block a little bit early. 2nd and 3. Potentially a man down. Alex Meese holding his arm, elbow area.
Not good to see, folks.
Yeah, he's been dealing with a injury in camp and kind of to start the year. So not a great look. Hopefully he's okay. 2nd and 12. Second and 12. Maybe let it rip here, huh? He is. Decent throw. Number 3 made a football play. Incredible. He's a football player. And he's down.
That's what I like to see, you know, not the best, like, most perfect spiral throw there, but he was still able to haul it in, and that's all you can ask
He
for.
came back to the football and made a play on it. It's a great job. Now on the 25-yard line, Davies is cooking, as the kids say.
Finally got that steam, that gas in him.
1st and 10, Davies. First and 10 now, Davies. The 25-yard line. going to be a quarterback run to the right. Kind of rolling. Oh, my gosh. He laid the boom. He kind of went all the way out to that right side and then tried to cut it up. Just ran over a person. No biggie.
Yeah, a little bit of that boom, chicka boom.
2nd and 9 for Davies. 6-0 Cheyenne. They're draining the clock right now. About 2:40 left in the second quarter. Just keep draining this clock. You have timeouts. Just use those timeouts, you know, if needed, but just keep draining them. Nice to see a lot of varsity players out on the sideline, showing support to their teammates.
Of course, playing their own little game of pass.
2nd and 9, quarterback run to the right, stopped right away. This is completely different from last week. These quarterback runs are just not working.
Completely different scenario because last week quarterback runs were the bread and butter for both Davies and Kindred. Personally, second half, I would like to see Xavier Muse get out there. You know, maybe show a little bit of stuff that he's got rolling with him.
It's now 3rd and 9. Looks like a run to the left, and it is to Aiden Mastel. Decent blocking, tries to cut it upfield. Maybe should have cut it upfield a little earlier. It's now 4th and 8. And just like that, it's a little bit looking a little scary now after a strong start to the drive.
Don't like the play calls. They're just kind of sticking with runs.
Timeout called.
Like, I know they're trying to drain the clock, but still got to convert.
Fourth and 8. Not exactly sure what the holdup is. Still a little confused. Maybe just a rotation thing. It's going to be a pass to the up in the middle of the field. He caught it. Beautiful football play right there. That's a touchdown, and Davies is on the board.
Now that right there is probably one of my favorite passes I've seen from Person so far today.
Yeah, he's starting to warm up. You know, sophomore, doesn't have a lot of experience. He's getting that experience right now.
Like to see that Davies is allowing him to do that, even though obviously Muse is that next runner-up.
Yeah, Muse is technically the backup quarterback for varsity, not currently on the field right now. Potentially saving him for the second half, because you can play 6 quarters in high school. So maybe he's just playing those 2 quarters for, you know, JV, and then he'll be ready for 4 quarters for varsity just in case gauge goes down. Six to 6. Davies and Cheyenne tied here. 1:18 left in the second quarter. Cheyenne has time. They have time, and they have 3 timeouts. So it's going to be interesting because they can throw the football.
They can throw the football really well.
If you're Davies, you just have to be very, very cautious here. Don't expect many runs, but yet you have 3 timeouts, so you technically can run the football right now. Davies set to kick off, folks. Gives it the boot. Caught by a Cheyenne player, running to the right. The great return for Cheyenne. Looks like number 30 on that left side kickoff unit kind of collapsed a little too early there. Cheyenne receiver noticed it and cut it right outside.
Yeah, the kickoff team just needs to do a little bit better of a job containing that runner in and being able to stop. Right there just brought decent field position to now really good field position for Cheyenne to be able to capitalize on. With, of course, being 1 minute and 9 seconds left with 3 timeouts, they can get something done here if they want to.
Yeah. First and 10 now for Cheyenne. 3 receivers to the left side. A little scary here. It's either a screen or it's a deep shot, and never mind. Big Dog is going to the bottom of the field. It's going to be a read option, quarterback keeper, stuffed in the backfield. Great play. 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12 now.
One thing I will notice about Big Dog definitely kind of gave up on that block there. Just kind of letting him sneak through and being able to make that stop there.
Rolling out to the left. Oh, he had a receiver and he dropped it. Not the greatest throw ever, but it works.
Hey, all on-the-move throws are always going to be a little iffy. It's really hard to get a good solid stance and get a good spiral going when you're on the move.
Third and 11 now. Three receivers to the top side. You have to expect a throw here. Just kind of how it's been the whole game. And it is. Stepping up in the pocket. Great job. There is a flag. Number 88 is just a dog. I mean, he's getting the ball every single time. First down, but there is a flag.
Well, I mean, I would too if I was Cheyenne. I mean, you just have an absolute beast on the field. Can't really go wrong. Not much risk in targeting him. Holding on the offense.
It is holding on the offense. That's a great break for Davies. Now it's setting Cheyenne back.
.34 seconds remaining here. All that momentum that Cheyenne had going kind of pulled back.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Cheyenne timeout, okay. I'm not exactly sure if Cheyenne's going to be able to make something happen in 34 seconds. But they do have 2 timeouts still. So they still have time. All right. It's going to be 3rd and 21 now after the holding call. Kind of a killer. Refs were having a nice little conversation in the middle next to the ball.
I think they're discussing on what bets they have in right now.
I think they're discussing probably where they're going to eat tonight. You know, Buffalo Wild Wings, great option.
Nothing goes together like B-dubs and a little bit of football.
Yeah. It's going to be a pass, of course. Great play. Great play by the defender. Kind of thrown behind the receiver anyways, though.
4th down. You really can... I mean, they might as well just go for it with only 30 seconds left. It'll be interesting to see what they do here.
Timeout Cheyenne. It's
Really
going
trying to lock in that perfect play there. 30
Yeah,
seconds left.
4th and 21, 30 seconds left. Honestly, if I was Cheyenne, I'm trying to bring down the clock as much as possible here, just in case. And then chucking a Hail Mary to number 88 because he's just got the size. He's got the size advantage. And we're back, 4th and 21. Just a lot of hemming and hawing. Not a lot of football being played right now.
Gotta love it. Timeouts after timeouts.
Fourth and 21. Oh, looks like it's a punt. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Playing it safe. Almost blocked again. Colton Test return. Brings it in. Tries to cut the middle. Looks like potentially a face mask. Doesn't get called.
No luck on really getting any yards on that return. Personally, if I was Davies, just let it go to half. You're tied at half. Nothing wrong with that. Just like I always say, come back with a fresh mindset.
Fresh mindset, absolutely. 21 seconds, though. Maybe make some magic happen, huh?
I personally don't see Davies being that aggressive right now at this point. I see him just maybe doing something and then maybe just going for a safe run.
1st and 10, 21 seconds, all 3 timeouts. I think take a deep shot. If it's not there, then maybe you just bring it into halftime. But if you can complete a deep throw right away, maybe just see if there's something there.
It does not look like they wanted to see if something was there.
Aiden Mastel brought down 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is what we call halftime, folks.
It's halftime.
So, Levi, any standout players that you've seen so far from the first half?
Standout players. I'd say in general, the receivers for Davies. I've liked them so far. Haven't really gotten a ton of opportunities. Haven't thrown the ball a lot. Paid persons just kind of getting it in the general vicinity, and those receivers are making football plays.
Maybe an interesting choice, but obviously number 88, absolute beast of a guy on Cheyenne's side. I mean, just an absolute MVP for their game. Really putting it together. And for Davies, I'm liking to see, honestly, their run game hasn't been too bad today. So all their runners have been doing a good job. I've been quite satisfied with the run game, especially for a JV team.
Yeah.
Something that Cheyenne really hasn't been able to pull off.
Surprisingly low scoring here.
Only 6-6.
The music is on, folks. It's halftime, and we're going to take a nice break.
Nice
We'll see
little
you
coffee
guys
break.
on the other side.
take them down in the day, and then I put them out there. No, obviously, it's like the stupidest thing about that is like, what are you doing on the way? Like if I own one, well, they should be allowed to trespass and do illegal shit, and you're injuring them. Yeah. What? Next time leave your door unlocked. Right. Yeah. Next time just leave it unlocked. Guess what?
And we are back, folks.
Surprisingly, there was a little hemming and hawing there.
Yeah, the refs were sitting on the bench, taking a little snooze fast break. It's I respect it though. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? And the kickoff for the second half is underway. A little bit of a muffed return. Returning to the left, good return. Good return, surprisingly, after a little bit of a messed up reel in.
Some would say he was not fishing. Bro, does she have
First and 10 for Davies.
It's been this long since she's watched stuff that she just doesn't realize it's funny anymore. Ball so hard.
Okay, first and 10 for Davies. Xavier Music quarterback, new quarterback. Letting it rip right away, a little overthrown. Second and 10 after the incomplete pass. Muse maybe just needs to warm up a little bit. Second and 10. I could see a run here. It's going to be a run to the left. Good run again. Look at him go. He just sneaks on the left side. Turf Monster caught him, folks. Turf Monster has caught him.
You hate it when the Turf Monster sneaks up on you. That was muted. Well, the Turf Monster might have engulfed him there. It looks like he is down.
Yeah, that's
it
not
was
good.
Kind of a rough out, I will say. He did kind of get an awkward fall there. Hopefully he is okay. He is down for a while here. Trainers have gotten to him.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened. It just looked like he got tripped up there. So we're just going to have a little water break. That was a great run, though. I mean, he really kind of just put it on the line, playing hard.
We'll say, though, Davies coming back strong here. Only 20 seconds in, and they've been moving it.
It's good to see that he's up. Maybe potentially rolled his ankle. That's kind of my prediction, but it could be, it could be something else. I'm not a doctor.
Rolling your ankle doesn't really do anything, but it hurts. It hurts.
Can swell up the ankle, though. Could have sprained it. We'll probably find out soon. Well, I will find out somewhat soon, hopefully, within the next couple days. 1st and 10 now in the red zone for Davies.
I just want to give a quick little shout out to Hudson Ashe.
Okay, nice run to the left. Davies really finding some plays that are working here.
Well,
2nd and 5.
I think they just sat down, talked about it, figured out what worked, and now they're coming back, like I said, with that fresh mindset, and they're just ready to score and kill Cheyenne.
Second and 5 now for Davies. One receiver to the bottom. That is out wide. Muse run to the left. It's going to be a run of about 4 yards, just short of the first down marker.
Will say Xavier Muse definitely a great runner for a quarterback. Just able to just, instead of, you know, fiddle farting around, able to just go right ahead.
Third and 1 now for Davies. Let's see if they can punch this football in the end zone. It's going to be a pass, surprisingly. Throwing a little bit of a fade. Beautiful throw, and what a catch. Well, wow, that was impressive, folks. For the first drive for Xavier Muse, just great showing.
Well, he is legit showing why he is that backup quarterback. He has definitely got a lot of potential. I can see when Gage is finally gone, he's going to easily be able to step up to the plate. But sorry that was cut off. You know, the camera can't get the full end zone at once, so it was more of a corner hit.
It was a beautiful catch. You guys have to trust us on that one.
Yep, just trust us on everything we say. High snap. And shut down. Two points. Just not working on either team right now. None on Davies, none on Cheyenne. I smoke excessive amounts of marijuana.
It's now 12-6. Davies, first lead of the game. It's good to see the start of the second quarter, or start of the second half, rather. Little under 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Just a great drive by Xavier Muse, leading the way.
So, Levi, what do you think of that 2-point conversion right back there?
I like the idea, you know, just I prefer maybe some sort of just surprise screen. Honestly, just kind of mixing it up. It's reeled in. Pretty good return. All the way to the 37-yard line.
Good return on both sides.
First and 10 for Cheyenne. See if they can respond after that touchdown for Davies. First drive touchdown, though, for Davies is very impressive. Really, you know, sending a statement.
They got their heart set in the right place now. Feel like they're going to win.
I think they've found their ways. They've maybe tired out this D-line a little bit.
Xavier Muse being in, too, does help. Obviously, nothing wrong with Pearsons, but just more experience.
It's going to be a pitch to the right. It's Going to be stopped basically right away. There is a flag, however, in the backfield. Not exactly sure what it's going to be. Okay, a little bit of a unfortunate situation for Cheyenne. Now move back 5 extra yards. 1st and 15. Not the greatest thing. You know, you kind of look for momentum to start your drive, and that's not what you want to do.
You know, Levi's been really locked in here to calling the plays today.
1st and 15. Run to the right. No, it is not. It's a quarterback keeper. Kind of, you know, scampering around a little bit there.
Hey, that's the first really successful quarterback run. Obviously, if Muse is right there, finally getting their quarterback runs maybe in. Maybe we'll see a little bit more.
Gain of about 5. This game has been very interesting to watch.
Interesting in the sense of the score or the play? Or
I think it's a well-matched game, and that's why I'm so, like, intrigued in a way, I guess. I mean, the score is 12-6, not the greatest. You know, obviously, as an announcer, it's kind of fun to, like, you know, just see a high-scoring game, but also, you know, it's a close matchup, and it's just interesting. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great play by the defense. And it's going to be 3rd and about 10. Third and 10 now for Cheyenne. Pass. It's going to be a screen up the middle to the running back. I like the play call. It's going to be 4th and about. Interesting spot by the ref. 4th and 2.
Well, good job for Cheyenne getting up there, you know. Maybe they'll be able to finally respond.
4th and 2 now. Cheyenne's got to come up with something just to get those 2 yards. You don't have to chuck this ball downfield. You got to be safe and just keep this drive moving one step at a time.
Honestly, I know it isn't seen too often in high school, but quarterback sneak.
I'm not a huge fan of that play currently. It's 4th and 2. Maybe if it was, you know, 4th and 1. Seems a little bit far for that, and looks like they're not going to be lining up in that. 4th and 2 now. We're man in motion. Looks like it's going to be a false start in that left tackle. That's tough for Cheyenne, correction.
Wrong
Need to get
school,
my
but right spirit.
Need to get my eyes checked, I guess.
Yeah, you know, Levi's prescription's pretty bad these days.
Fourth and 7 now for Cheyenne.
Oh, there we go.
I got it right this time. It's going to be a roll out to the right. Lets it rip. Incomplete. Davies has an opportunity to score again here and go up by 2 possessions.
That was a close one, though. It was a very close one. Just not quite there.
1st and 10 for Davies now. Once again, Xavier Music quarterback. I expect some QB powers here just because of Muse's skill set in a way. He's a dual threat. He can run and throw the ball. Got a beautiful arm. He can throw this ball 50 yards. 1st and 10 now. 12-6 Davies with 6:43 left in the third quarter. It's going to be a handoff to the left, and it's going to be stuffed in the backfield right away.
Not gonna lie, those refs look like squishmallows.
Second and 13, I believe, for Davies now.
Personally, I think Davies still needs to respond with a little bit more energy. If they can get up another score here, it becomes a 2-score game. A lot easier to control this football game, no matter on what Cheyenne is able to respond with.
I think you put the pressure on Cheyenne. I think you throw the ball and kind of surprise him in a way. It's going to be a read option.
Yeah, you
Hand
were
off
right.
up the middle.
Should have done a pass play there for sure.
Cheyenne's they're sending the heat. They're blitzing. They're expecting the run. Maybe throw a quick screen. Don't see it coming. Throw it to Colton Tesh. He's got some speed to him. He's got some wheels.
Well, right there, that O-line was a little bit too malleable.
Fancy word of the day. Third and now about 15, which is just not great. You want to at least split this thing in half. Obviously, you're going for it on fourth down. Looks like they're going to throw the football here, and they are. Xavier Muse back to throw. Throws it to 86, a little overthrown. Receiver might not track the football in the air there. It's going to be 4th and 15 now, and I'm not exactly sure what the plan is.
In this field position, it's hard to say, exactly what they'll want to do here.
Looks like they're going to punt the football.
Safe bet.
Not a great snap. Lets it rip. Man back to return. Is he going to touch it this time? Oh. Into the end zone. That's a touchback. Unfortunately, did not catch that.
Sorry. It gets so much, when you have to run the camera and talk at the same time. Your brain really does only want to do one thing.
First and 10 now for Cheyenne. Opportunity to, come back, tie the game, or take the lead.
Check.
First and 10 now. The 20-yard line. Handoff to the right. Not a bad run. Not the greatest, though. It's a gain of about a yard. Honestly, thought it was a little bit more from my angle.
Yeah, our angle's kind of tough. It's good because we're up high, but it is kind of hard to see exactly where it lands on the field.
2nd and 9 now for Cheyenne. I think I personally think they should start throwing the ball around. It was working very, very well in the first half. Now in the second half, they're starting to kind of run the ball more.
Just as you say that.
Not the greatest throw on that pass.
I just think the quarterback got confused there, playing too many Chinese checkers.
Third and 9 now. Cheyenne needs to lock in. Third and 9. 3 receivers at the bottom. You have to think pass here. And it is. It's going to step up in the pocket. Flag. It's going to be another holding. Not a bad pass. I don't hate it. Just receiver didn't quite get there.
Flags are tough this game, I will say for sure.
like that was holding on the, was it right guard?
4th and 9 now. Not sure if Cheyenne, it looks like Cheyenne's gonna punt. Colton Tesh to return.
I mean, it only makes the most logical sense there. It'd be very aggressive to go for that close.
It would be aggressive, but yet you're down. JV game. You know, Miles will have some fun. But they're going to punt the ball. Not the greatest punt. Fair catch by Colton Tesh. Could have potentially returned that one. He had some space.
Oh, for sure.
Xavier Muse back at quarterback, of course. First and 10 now for Davies. See what they do here. It's going to be a keeper up the middle for Xavier Muse. Pretty solid run. It's going to be 2nd and a boot 6, I believe.
So badly want to do a Trump impression right now.
2nd and 7 or 6. Can't really tell. It's kind of in between. Honestly, could do anything here. Run or throw the ball. I expect a run, though. And it's a pass. He's got a man. Brought in, and he stays up. Beautiful play, and that's a touchdown. Not the greatest throw, but the receiver made a play, just like they have been this whole football game.
Same receiver, too, as well, I believe. Number 3, just absolutely putting in the work.
Not exactly sure who that is because I don't have a roster. 18-6 now. Davies has a sizable advantage. Get this 2-point conversion, that's even more pressure put on Cheyenne. Another bad snap. Unfortunate. And in high school, you cannot return the football. Not exactly sure why they were so excited there. I mean, yeah, you stop the 2-point conversion, but maybe stop the touchdown. Then you can get excited. Now, 12-point advantage.
Thought about that.
Yeah, now 12-point advantage for Davies.
Davies kind of cemented themselves in there, that two-score lead.
Looks like 3:09 left in the third quarter. You have a whole quarter left, though. Cheyenne still has a chance. All right, Davies set to kick off here. Up 18-6, 3:09 left in the third quarter. Both teams still have all timeouts left. Not exactly sure, maybe too many men out on the field. Lots of confusion. Lots of confusion. Why is there so many people? The ref just kept whistling. I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
This kickoff is Nothing but confusion.
Lots of standing around. Not exactly sure what's going on. Now a re-kick. Now we're going to kick off. Gives it the boot. Pretty good kick. Caught by the Shanley player, returning. Kind of up the middle. Great tackle by 26 on Davies. Still a good return, though. Up all the way to about the 41-ish yard line.
Great, powerful return. Just right up the middle, snapper.
First and 10 for Cheyenne. It's going to be a run to the left. Second and 6 now for Cheyenne, down by 12. (18 to 6), 2:30 left in the third quarter. It's going to be a pass, rolling out to the right, letting one fly. Got a man just slightly overthrown.
I do just want to apologize again for the camera work. Just a little iffy.
Third and 6 now for Cheyenne. Cheyenne still has a whole quarter left. You know, they're down by 2 scores. They have time, though. They just have to find what works. Quarterback is rolling out to the right. He's going to pick up the first down. Nice job scrambling and getting those yards. It's going to be first down Cheyenne.
I will be right back, folks.
Now it's a one-man show. First and 10 for Cheyenne. Get that big receiver out there on the top. It's going to be screen to the left. Number 17. Great job breaking tackles. There is a flag on the play. Not exactly sure what's going on. It's now going to be first and 20 now. Not exactly sure what Cheyenne's going to do here. First and 20. Not necessarily forced to throw the football. If I am Cheyenne, I'm throwing it to that big receiver on the bottom. Just give him a chance to play some football. It's going to be a read option. Great job of the quarterback to fake out that linebacker. Beautiful play. There's a little bit of a shuffle option, and it managed to work very well. Kind of juked out that linebacker and just ran. Ran until he couldn't anymore. First and 10 Cheyenne, the 25-yard line. Two receivers at the bottom. It's going to be a run to the right. Kind of stopped right away. Nice job by Davies. It's now 2nd and 11. A little bit of a pause. Not exactly sure what's going on. Oh, never mind. Thought the ref was signaling for some sort of break. 2nd and 11 now. High snap. Flag on the play. Could be false start, and it is. It's going to push Cheyenne back 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 16. I expect a pass here for Cheyenne, trying to just, open up this defense, but the read option did work. Anything is kind of on the table. Still have 3 downs left to get that first down. It's going to be a shuffle option to the right, pitch the running back. Great tackle. Looks like our color commentator is back.
Sorry, guys, got pulled away. Just had to take a quick little talk with the athletic director. Not false, I did talk to him.
3rd and now 15. It's going to be a pass. Oh, a little bit of a fumble there. I'm not exactly sure if he just kind of lost control of the ball or if somebody forced it loose. Nevertheless, it's 4th and about 20 now. Potentially even farther. 4th and like 24, I believe. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter, folks. 4th quarter is coming soon. All right, 4th and about 26 miles. It's a long drive.
Yeah, Levi, you want to give me a little catch-up here?
It's going to be about 4th and 25. I mean, honestly, looking for a Hail Mary at this point. I mean, let it rip. Chuck it to that big guy in the bottom. He's got size over all of these Davies players. Just throwing over the middle, and it's going to be almost picked off. Davies football to start at the 39-yard line.
I like that they still did give it a little try there. It's good to go for those longer passes once in a while. Builds a little skill for both the quarterback and those receiving groups.
1st and 10 for Davies. Potentially a chance to put the game away.
As you didn't know, 4th quarter now. 11:54 remaining. It's pretty much the whole 4th quarter left to go. Davies are at 18. Cheyenne 6, so 2 scores down. Both have all their timeouts going into the 4th quarter. It'll be interesting to see if Cheyenne will have a response to Davies here in this last quarter.
Absolutely. 18-6. 2 possession lead. Potentially can make it a 3 possession lead. It's going to be a run to the left. Cuts it up the field. This guy's been running hard all day. Shout out to this guy, number 88. Not exactly sure what his name is, unfortunately. Don't have the roster in front of me. But just beautiful running. That's going to be a 1st down.
Strong runs have been Davies' strong suit today. Is definitely was what I will say.
First and 10 here. Xavier Muse still at quarterback. It's going to be another run to the left. Same play, not working at all. They throw the flag.
Whoa.
It's going to be a late hit out of bounds. Honestly, not a huge fan of the flag. Seems very excessive.
We'll say these,
especially for later in the game. I think it's just more of a, player might be slightly frustrated. Just, towards the end of the game.
It's just natural.
You want to make a play. I don't think they should call this, personally. But they are calling it. Maybe there were some words said. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not too sure what happened. 15 yards now added. It's kind of a killer for Cheyenne. Davies scores one more time, and this is potentially over.
These refs have been playing it pretty safe today, is something I will say.
A little bit of a high snap. Got the handoff completed successfully.
Again, that number 88, though, just keeping it pushing to not lose any yards there. And, in fact, gaining a yard, too, on top of that. Great athleticism, great leg drive from 88.
Yeah, I mean, he could have easily gotten stopped in the backfield, given up, but he did not give up. Got 1 yard at least. 2nd and 9 now for Davies. You could do anything here. I think you're just trying to drain this clock, honestly. The run game has been working, so Miles will just keep working at it. Potentially a QB power or read option here would not be bad in my book. And it looks like Davies is going to call a timeout, just draining that clock all the way down. All right, 2nd and 9 now for Davies. Up 18-6, 10:29 left in the 4th quarter now. Ooh, illegal motion. Can't have 2 people going at once. A little miscommunication, unfortunately. We can, pull off some magic, get in the end zone, and maybe put this game away. High snap. Hopefully Muse got back on top of that football.
I'm going to say it again. I said it last time. Needed to work on snapping.
Gotta figure out the snaps. It's a killer. Now it's
killer in the last game. It's been, it hasn't really killed per se in this game, but it just is a lot of setbacks, a lot of drive killers. Davies again just letting that clock pitter-patter out. 9:53 left in the 4th quarter.
Third and forever. High snap again. They're running the football. Kind of a surprise. Beautiful run, and he breaks free. That number 88 is unbelievable. Look at him move. That's a touchdown off of 3rd and forever. I mean,
Well,
how do you even get close to the first down marker, let alone a touchdown? And Davies might have just put this game away.
With 9:25, I feel safe to say, folks, y'all, that Davies has put this game away. I don't really see Sheyenne being able to come back, especially with how well our defense has been playing again all day. Honestly, not the highest scoring game, though, in total for a JV game. Both teams very equally matched. Defenses have been playing good on both sides. It has been a great game in terms of that.
Absolutely. 24-6 with 9:25 left in the 4th quarter. Still a lot of time, but it's 3-score lead.
All the way in that corner.
These refs like to take their sweet time. They're just giving them a nice rest, a nice break. Here we go. And they're just having a nice conversation. Now for the 2-point conversion. See what we do here. The same play to the right, and they do get the 2-point conversion this time. First time they got it.
First 2-point conversion of the game.
Nice job, and now this game is looking very, very close to out of reach.
Well, I hate to be that guy, but it's pretty safe to say we're pretty locked.
Yeah, slow start for Davies. They were down 6-0 pretty early. Well,
and then they tied it at half, but then they came swinging. Second half and just showed them Sheyenne, who's boss here.
They came ready to play. There's a lot of communication going on from the refs and the coaches. Not exactly sure what's going on. Now Davies set to kick off. Off at the 55-yard line. I'm not totally sure what's going on. I think there might have been some sort of, unsportsmanlike conduct, potentially. And that's why the Shine head coach was talking to the ref. That's my best guess. And then they talked to...
Well, I don't want to, yeah, there we go, perfect, not a big kick.
And they're returning it. Not the greatest return ever. A little hesitant in the backfield. And
personally, if I was Cheyenne there, probably wouldn't try to return that. Just let it roll in, touch back. It's been a really fun game today, Levi. I will have to say, it's been great. You know, just both sides showing their energetic motions.
First and 10 for Cheyenne. Kind of a botched snap. It's going to be a run up the middle and not going anywhere, folks. 4 yards, 5-yard loss. In the first play, not a great start. Second and 15 now for Cheyenne. They're going to make some magic happen quick. They got to start throwing this football if they want to get back in the game.
Yeah, because their run game hasn't really been strong all game. Passing game, though, especially big old 88. Real good. It's kind of funny. Both 88s have been playing really well on both
Yes.
sides.
Maybe you guys, you know, not a lot of people like numbers in the 80s anymore, but this is showing something. Nice job by Reed Vining on that tackle. Really just sticking, you know, to the running back and just not getting faked out. Now it's going to be, what, 3rd and 15? Third and 15 now. Got to make some magic happen. Down 3 scores. You got to start throwing this football. Looks like Cheyenne potentially just letting this game play out a little bit. Not a great throw there. It's not going to be 4th down, and I'm assuming Cheyenne's going to punt this football.
I think they're just setting Davies up for another easy touchdown here. Just if Davies hasn't put the game away already, just setting him up to be able to do that some more. I think Cheyenne's kind of ran out of that gas, sadly. I think they've been put down a little too many times, so now they're kind of just playing to get to the end of the game.
This is JV. You know, it's not high stakes. This is mainly just to let everybody learn. This is for learning. This is only the 2nd game of the year. This is a great learning experience for Cheyenne. Colton Tesh to return. Got about 5 yards. Better than nothing. Looks like Warmeyer is going to be putting in some of the younger players, some of the more inexperienced players.
Perfect time to do it, honestly. Pretty much have the game under lock and key. Just get those younger players some more experience on the field.
Absolutely. Looks like their starters are in still, but it looks like Warmeyer is gathering a group of people. It's going to be a quarterback run up the middle. Nothing going.
Surprising.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 now for Davies.
Davies is dancing right now, let me tell you.
Absolutely. Xavier Muse still a quarterback. Just keep getting him experience. He's got to get ready. Potentially starting next year for varsity. Maybe he even gets varsity playing time if Gage Brewer goes down. There's a flag on the play. Stuffed right away in the backfield. Loss of 5. Not exactly sure. Legal motion.
Just been Flag City again on Davies today.
A lot of energy from Cheyenne's sideline, from what I heard. And I'm not exactly sure why they have so much energy. Some of the backups are in for Davies. I'm sure Cheyenne still has their starters out there. You know, I still respect the energy. I still respect the energy. You know, keep the vibes high. It's going to be a little bit of a tough night after a loss, but it's a learning experience. It's going to be a run for just about nothing.
Yeah, Davies definitely here just now to waste the clock, really. Just get it, less time. Just get this game over with.
Yeah, about 4th and 16 now. Potentially a pass here if they're looking to get that first. And it is a pass. Hit when he threw. Another flag. Can we stop calling flags? This is the end of the game, folks.
Just let them play some ball here. Just finish off the game. It's already pretty much over now.
It's now 1st and 10 for Cheyenne. Not exactly sure. Sounds like starting D linemen are out now. Yep, they are. Looks to be. So we got some new players to watch. See if we got any hidden gems.
Time to see what's possible.
It's going to be a quick pass to the right. Should have been throwing the football a little earlier in the half. It's a good play nevertheless. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Quick pass, screen to the left. He's got a little bit of room. Gain of about 7 yards. First and 10 Cheyenne now.
Yeah, in case you guys are just tuning in, just wait.
It's going to be a pass. He has a man open in the flat. A little bit of a juke move. What was that? Shaking and baking right
Bro
there.
got a little shiesty with
He
it.
broke 3 people's ankles. Incredible. First down. Where was this earlier?
So
Where
what I
this
was
earlier?
going to say earlier is so obviously if you guys are just tuning in or coming back, 5:18 left in that 4th quarter. Davies 26, Cheyenne 6. Pretty much Davies has it under lock and key here.
First and 10. Cheyenne, another throw. Going deep, he's got a man wide open. Lost him in coverage. And the ref is waiting to signal, taking his sweet time. He's down, short.
Oh, good.
About a 1 yard short of the end zone. Cheyenne has some life.
Well,
Could be a little
obviously,
late, though.
Davies does have their backups in now, so it is not their starters.
First and goal from the 1. It's going to be a quarterback run. It's a touchdown. What if Cheyenne comes back? That would be very wild.
Personally, I think Weirmeyer would have to do some slippage to let that happen. But at least Cheyenne's getting those points up. Not going home with just an absolute shutout. That's what I like to see.
Now for the 2-point conversion. See if they can make this deficit a little bit less. Rolling out to the left. Will he get in there? Doesn't look like he did. Great job by the defense. It's 26-12 now, Davies, with 4:43 left in the fourth quarter. 3 timeouts left for Cheyenne still. Cheyenne scores quickly. They have a chance. Let's maybe keep Cheyenne in this game. It's only 2 scores, 4:43 left with 3 timeouts. Lots of people still in the stands. They're not giving up on Cheyenne. Now Cheyenne set to kick off. Maybe force a turnover quick. You never know. In the boot. Colton Tesh to return. Oh, he misses up the catch. Now he's just trying to get as many yards as possible. Breaking 1 tackle. Cutting back, and that's not bad. All the way to the 23-yard line after a little bit of a botched return.
Just some quick information for you guys, since I know you'll be tuning out here shortly. Our next varsity game is this coming Friday. Not here at home, though, so you won't be able to hear our wonderful, soothing voices. It is at West Fargo Cheyenne.
We encourage you guys to go to the game.
Yes.
Get that experience.
Don't
get that
watch
atmosphere.
them. Don't give them any watch time, but just go to the game. Support our local team.
Yeah,
Then obviously the next time you will be able to hear us, Tuesday, September 5th.
A 1-yard run up the middle.
JV versus Grand Forks Red River, 7 p.m.
2nd and 9 for the Birds. The Eagles, to be specific. I would take an eagle over a horse any day of the week. Just a fun fact.
Interesting thought.
Letting it rip deep, a little overthrown. No biggie, other than the clock stops running. Third and 9 for Davies.
Have some live true crime sounds going on right now out here
It's
at
actually
Davies
concerning.
tonight. A lot of screaming.
3rd and 9. Probably it is going to be a run. That left side, not a ton going. Looks like Davies is probably just going to punt this football. Cheyenne still has some life.
Just to let you folks know, coming up on that 2-minute warning, when that 2-minute warning hits, me and Levi will stop calling, as we do have to get ready to pack up, since we are just me and him today.
So you have 1:15 left of our soothing voices. I'm sure you guys really love us.
Varsity game was really good.
You guys get to see this absolutely beautiful punt here. I'm calling it. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Nice catch. Falls over after catching the football, unfortunately.
Do want to thank you guys again for tuning in. In case you guys didn't know, me and Levi will be calling all varsity games this year. We already did one. If you want to check that out, it is a good watch if you haven't already. Probably our best commentating we've done. And then we will be doing JV games as well, just to build some more experience.
Davies up 26-12. 2:57 left in the fourth. It's going to be a pass, and it's batted. Nice job by those D linemen batting that ball down. Second and 10. Still got 49 seconds of us, folks. Honestly surprised Cheyenne is throwing the football here. I mean, they're down 2 scores. I respect that they're trying, but it's a screen up the middle. He's got some space. Breaking free. Tackled at the 22-yard line. Great play. Luckily tackled inbounds. So once this chainman gets set, clock is going to start rolling again.
I like it. Trying to keep themselves in the game. I like that don't give up attitude.
26-12, 2:30 left. Can Cheyenne score here and put it within 1 score? Has a man. It's a touchdown.
Looks pretty dang possible if you do say so myself. Things are just starting to get interesting.
Things are heating up all of a sudden magically. You might have to put the starters back in, folks.
If I was Brady Meyer, I think that'd be smart. Got your players that experience, but just got to lock down this game now.
26-18. You still want to win this game. It's for morale, even though it's JV. It's for morale. Keep the vibes high in practice. You know, a win is a win, even though if it's not a huge deal. And it looks like he's going to get stopped in the backfield.
He was fighting, but no 2-point success there. So the only way, if it does end up happening, is that Cheyenne would have to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
26-18 now. Can Davies just put this game away? Now Cheyenne's got some momentum late in this football game. They want to win this game.
They're trying to take those Eagles out.
One simple mistake could completely flip this game upside down. Oh, the ball fell off the tee. Classic.
Looks like the ghost of Christmas past is back.
Absolutely. Let's see if this ball wants to stay on the tee now. It's going to be an onside kick. Oh my gosh, Shanley recovers.
Not often do you see an onside kick success, but Shanley is showing, not Shanley, geez, you got me confused. Cheyenne is showing that anything is possible. Levi, you got to get your schools right. Cheyenne now very much alive with the same spirit we saw in the beginning of the game from them.
Yeah.
They are not taking no as an answer here, folks.
1st and 10 now for Cheyenne, and now I'm intrigued, folks. I thought this game was over. I thought this game was over about 20 minutes ago. You can't count a team out if there's still time on that clock. Especially when they have 3 timeouts. Now they still have 3 timeouts. It's a pass. Nothing going.
All right, I will keep Levi on the hot mic. I will start doing some of the prep work here since, you know, just a 2-man show going on.
2nd and 10 for Cheyenne. This game is very much interesting now. You do not want to click off all of a sudden. It's going to be a pass once again. Trying to scramble. Flag in the backfield, potentially holding, which could kill some momentum. It's going to be a holding. Very, very good. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10. Kind of a killer. Second and 10. It's another throw. Still 3 timeouts left. And almost sacked in the backfield. Looks like Davies starters are out there. Just realized that now. It's now 3rd and 20. Davies just needs to get 2 more stops, and this game might be over. You can't assume now. Just under 2 minutes left. Davies 26, Cheyenne 18, only down by 8. 4th quarter. Cheyenne still has all 3 timeouts. Davies has 2. Third and 20. It's going to be another pass, of course. Lets it rip. He's got a man. And the safety just didn't make a play on the football. He had an opportunity to deflect it or pick it off, and he just kind of stood there waiting for the ball to come to him, even though he's got to attack that football. It's now 1st and 10 for Cheyenne, and they are driving, unfortunately, for Davies. Another pass, a screen dropped. Was that ball thrown behind the line of scrimmage? We're going to find out. This game could be potentially over. And they're just going to roll an incomplete pass. It's what I would have said if I was the ref, so good call. 2nd and 10. Cheyenne down by 8. Minute 39 left, but they still have all 3 timeouts. No worries with the time at all. Davies needs to find some energy. Offsides for defense. That's another 5 yards that Cheyenne just got for free. 2nd and 5 now. Just a lot of flags and a lot of mistakes by Davies now all of a sudden. Got to clean these up in practice. It's going to be thrown. He's got a guy. And it is completed. That was one of the best throws I've seen in a long time, folks. Had a man open. All of a sudden, this game is way too uncomfortable for Davies. This is a very important two-point conversion. If they get this, game is tied, then Davies has to quickly score to win. Here we go, two-point conversion. What are they going to do? It's going to be a pass. Has a guy. Incomplete! That was very lucky. Should have caught the football in his hands. Very, very lucky break for Davies right there.
Lucky? That's a prayer.
26-24. Davies up by 2 all of a sudden out of complete nowhere. A minute 30 left. Sheyenne has all 3 timeouts. Now Davies just needs to put this football game away. I expect them just to run this game out. Those 3 timeouts are going to make things difficult. They need to get a first down, and then this game is over as long as they get this onside kick. Sheyenne has so much energy, folks. I mean, the momentum has been on Cheyenne's side ever since this fourth quarter started, basically. Warmeyer coaching up this onside kick, trying to make sure this is successful. Very, very important here. And the ball did not roll the 10 yards. Davies football. Just need to get that first down and this game is over. First and 10 for Davies. Lots of hemming and hawing again. Let's get this game over with, huh? Save your music, quarterback. I expect some QB powers and run this game out.
No, I will say Cheyenne.
It's going to be a QB power like I expected. Beautiful run to start the drive. Get that first down and run out of here with a win. That's the goal. Second and 4, roughly, for Davies. Sheyenne calls the timeout, of course. Trying to stay in this game. Unfortunately, a lot of people clicked off of the game when they thought it was over. And all of a sudden, Sheyenne comes out of nowhere. Just a magical run. And potentially that magical run is going to be stopped. Taking their time, you know, making sure everything's ready to roll. Make sure they have, you know, a miracle in them. Sheyenne, you know, potentially a snap over the head. That could cost Davies. That just cannot happen. They can't turn over the football. They just have to be very safe with this and very cautious. Second and 4. A little bit of a high snap. Brought down by Xavier Muse. Driving the legs. Unfortunately, Davies wasn't able to push him forward much. Timeout for Cheyenne. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Just these timeouts are really, really taking a lot of time here. So I'm just trying to get this game done. It's been a long game, surprisingly. Thought it was going to be a quick one. It was going to be, it was 6-6 at halftime, and all of a sudden it exploded to, I believe, 26-24. Just second half, just offensive firepower. Here we go. Third and 5. Biggest play of the game so far. Davies needs to get this first down to put this game away permanently. QB power left. Cuts up the middle. Pushes forward. Does he get it? I expect a QB sneak if he doesn't. 3 quarterback powers in a row. It's going to be 4th and about 6 inches potentially. Another timeout for Cheyenne. Last one they have. Just, nice little quarterback sneak potentially. Would be nice here. Or another QB power, Xavier Muse. Fourth and literally 3 inches. This might be the longest 2 minutes of my life. Timeout after timeout after timeout. 4th in less than 1 yard. Davies gets this, and this game is completely over. Unless some magical botched snap happens. Which is definitely possible. We've seen that a couple times today. Cheyenne expecting a run here. They get him. They draw them off sides. Unbelievably smart call by Coach Heidelbaugh, the offensive coordinator. Great job, Xavier Muse, with the hard count. This game is over. And we can just about leave here.
Say your goodbyes.
All right, folks, this game is over. We'll see you guys soon, kind of, in a way, next week. And take care.